everybody felt. Just the front side, guys. Alright guys, my name is Dr. Leanne Smith. I'm a chiropractor from Capstone Chiropractic. It is just a mile north here on Highway 9. Who has ever been brought lunch by a chiropractor before? Awesome. So I'm already your favorite chiropractor. That's great. The reason why I'm here today is because most people don't really understand what I do, and I just want to explain that to you and explain health. Most people think they come to a chiropractor and they get racked and cracked, and when they're in pain, and they feel much better when they leave, and they only really come visit me when they're in pain, right?
Right.
Yes, absolutely. So what I'm going to tell you guys today is that is actually about 1% of the people that I see in my office, okay? I'm just going to tell you my story about chiropractic real quick. I was a sick kid, okay? I had ear infections, allergies, asthma. I was always told I was going to grow out of those things. I didn't go a day without using my albuterol inhaler. I didn't go a week without using my nebulizer. I was constantly being hospitalized. I was constantly having drugs thrown at me. And even one of the drugs that I was on actually had a side effect of asthma-related death. I was on this drug for asthma. Isn't that garbage?
Crazy.
Yeah, right? When I found chiropractic, when chiropractic found me, my life completely changed. I'm no longer on any medications, which is a huge change. Haven't had an ear infection since being under care. Haven't had an asthma attack since being under care. And regardless of this crazy Georgia weather, I'm not generally stuffed up or sniffly, so praise God for that, right? What do you guys base your health on? What does the average person base their health? What do you guys think?
How we feel.
Absolutely. Why is that a horrible way to base your health?
Because it's not a good indication of how healthy we are.
Absolutely. Great job. What's your name, Frank?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you can feel pretty good. Who has known somebody that passed away suddenly? Probably everybody in this room. I mean, my grandfather passed away in his late 50s of a sudden heart attack. All right, so you can feel pretty good, but not know that there's disease or dysfunction underlying. The top 2 killers in the U.S. right now are heart disease and cancer. Can you have heart disease and not know about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first indicator of heart disease is typically death, a heart attack, fatal heart attack. Can you have stage 4 cancer and not know about it? Yes. Absolutely. So you can feel pretty horrible, but your body's, or you can feel pretty good, but you're sick and diseased and dying inside. Can you feel pretty horrible, pretty junky, but your body's actually functioning the way you were designed to function?
Yes.
Absolutely. Great job. You guys are awesome. You just want to eat, right?
Yes.
Think of the flu. I'm sure everybody in here has had the flu, or you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody's had the flu. It's awesome, right? It's horrible. You're having a fever, you're fatigued, there's nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, all that good stuff right before we eat. We want to talk about this. But obviously, why do we hike a fever, guys?
Kill the bacteria.
Yeah, your body is so smart that it knows that this organism that's attacking you can't survive beyond a certain temperature, so it raises that temperature to kill it. That's cool, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. You're fatigued because your body knows that healing happens at rest, and obviously we're just trying to get it out of our system. But what do? We take a pill to suppress that nausea, vomiting. We take a pill to suppress that fever, and we go to work the next day because our boss is mean, right? Usually the boss is sitting in the room.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we're working against our natural defense in our body. So to recap, you can feel pretty good but not know that there's disease or dysfunction underlying, but you can feel pretty horrible, but your body's actually functioning the way it was designed to. So if health has nothing to do with how you feel, it's how you function. What controls every single function in your body? What do you guys think?
Your nervous system.
Awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are smart. Smartest group so far. So I'm glad that you guys got it right, because most people do. Everybody don't.
You're too kind.
I'm glad that you guys got it right, because most people say heart, and I think that's a fair answer, but if I cut the nerves to your heart, what happens?
Heart dies.
Yeah, you die. Absolutely. So the ability for brain to communicate through that spinal cord out those nerves to your heart to tell your heart how to beat and function and keep you alive for 120 years, right? So if I cut the nerves to your heart, you die. What if I pinch that nerve for a year, 2 years, or a decade? What happens?
Slowly die.
Yeah, your heart's not going to get that proper communication from brain to body, okay? So in my profession, that's something called a subluxation, or bone out of place, pinching that nerve, interfering with proper brain-to-body communication. And that can happen several different ways. Obviously, when we have new patients come into the office, we look at x-rays. So you should have a nice C-shaped analyte curve in your neck, okay? Most people, if not all, pretty much everybody, comes into my office with some or all loss of that curvature in their neck. I actually started care with a reverse curve in my neck. Can that cause things like headaches and neck pain in people?
Sure.
Absolutely. In my particular case, it caused out-of-control ear infections, out-of-control asthma, and allergies, okay? So curves, a lack of curves where there should be curves. This guy doesn't work with me. Curves where there shouldn't. You guys know this is called scoliosis, right?
Yes.
You can have scoliosis. Let's be honest. Okay, and even just the tiniest bit of rotation can pinch that delicate nerve root, maybe causing your pain, but will always cause dysfunction wherever that nerve goes, okay? So if you guys have never been checked by a chiropractor, or it's been a year, 2 years, or, even a month, okay? I always invite people to come in my office because I've found that people either don't know who to go to or don't know if chiropractic's for them or just have a lot of questions about what we do. So I would like to offer you guys a special introduction to come into my office. It does include your first 2 visits in the office. It'll include your exam. We'll take any necessary x-rays that we need to that day. X-rays are super useful because, number one, they'll tell me how long the problem's been there, the hygiene of your spine, but also it gives me good clues into how to adjust you. I'll bring you back for a follow-up appointment, and that's when we'll go over those findings together. My biggest issue with my past health history is nobody really sat me down and gave me a game plan, told me how to be healthy. Okay, they just threw pills at me. So that normally can be anywhere from $185 to $285, depending on the films that we want to take today, guys. I'm just going to offer it to you guys just for $50. This, there's really no catch. It's an introduction into your health. Like I said, I just want to, get you guys to know chiropractic and get you guys to know me in my office. This, if you're thinking of somebody here, oh my gosh, my husband needs to come in. This, I would be privileged to take care of your family as well. So I'll honor the same special for your spouse and any children that you'd like to get checked. This price isn't indicative of the quality of care that you receive in my office. It's not indicative of future cost. We have a passion to see families and people get well in our community, and I'm just sick and tired of seeing people have unnecessary surgeries and just not living a life of fullest potential. So if that's something that you guys want to do, flip your surveys over. On the back or some appointment times, go ahead and circle some. I'll be around and confirm those appointments with you guys. Don't make an appointment just to appease me, okay? I know where you work, and you just put your address on there. So I will hunt you down if you stand me up. But it really does break my heart when you guys don't show up because, number one, it kind of steals that opportunity from me to know you and get you better. But also it does take that appointment time from somebody that really could have needed it. So only make an appointment if you're serious about coming in. Any questions for me?
No.
That was awesome.
I say a lot of things that I feel like people are like, I'm like,